Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so you likely want to capitalize on the amazing season that is Black Friday and, the Q4 end of year revenue goals that you have, all this amazing stuff. And that's amazing because you're going to give people the chance to experience your product, and maybe that's at a discount. Maybe you want to run a special. Either way, that's awesome. And so I want to talk about this today because as a master sales coach, I have seen a lot. I've talked to a lot of business owners who they sell their course, they sell their product, a service, and there's a lot of pitfalls that even the best business owners, the greatest experts that I've worked with, that actually keep them from making sales. Maybe they get in their head or they just don't really follow the right methodology. And so we're going to get that clear today. Okay. Because there's really no reason why, with how amazing you are, you shouldn't be making more sales during a super high sales time. Now, I will tell you that this video right here is going to be the most helpful for any business owner running a special. And if you happen to be selling coaching services or you have an information product like a course, I think this will be especially helpful for you based on the examples I'm going to give. So you're going to love this as you plan for the next days and weeks around Black Friday and Christmas, to get your business really revved up and into momentum for the next beginning of the year. I want you to think about that. What you do today actually makes a huge difference, not just for Black Friday or Christmas sales, but what momentum do you enter into the next year with? So here's what I want to say to preface all of this before we get into, some of my pitfalls and mistakes I see people making and how to fix it. You do not have to run a discount. You don't have to even sell something special during Black Friday. You do not have to. It is not required that you do that. In fact, we have done it before. We've sold our journals and our books and things like that during Black Friday because we wanted to. But what we really do is we sell coaching and consulting services. And that's just not something that we, want to partake in every single year. And it's not always super appropriate for us to do it. So we just don't. We focus on what we do, and that is it. So I just want you to know you don't have to. But if you do choose to, there's some really like just minor tweaks that you could be making to get some serious attention onto you, and that people would wrap their mind around how great you are, that they should buy your course, they should buy this bundle or the special, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to talk about at least 3 mistakes, unless I remember more. And they're so sneaky. So the first one is that you or somebody selling their product spends too much time promoting the product itself. Catherine, why would promoting my product be the thing that's hurting me? That's like the thing I have to do, right? And it's so funny how people, when I'm coaching, or meeting somebody, they say, I'm doing this, but I just don't want to be salesy. And so they end up avoiding sales activities altogether. But what do I mean by promote your product? I mean that when you come around your sales season and say things like, the course will be 50% off, or this is BOGO, get this journal, like whatever it is you're selling, it's really not the discount or the product that gets people super jazzed to buy. And I think one of the reasons why this is kind of confusing is because in culture, right, we see the ads and the commercials, and that is how they do it, right? They talk about the discount that's being run. And I just want to point out that those companies, maybe it's like a pan, like the Always pan that sells out every single year, or something super, super, super well known, like Apple doesn't do Black Friday, I don't think, but like something super well known, they have the leverage to just announce a discount and they're good to go. But when you are promoting your product, people don't have that. They don't have that understanding and that emotional pull toward it ingrained in their brain. They might like you, but they're not really programmed to see you as like, oh my gosh, like finally it's on sale. Now, that's not a guarantee. I just want you to know that if people are not getting jazzed by you saying that your course is at a discount, this is why. Their brain is not programmed to see why that means something to them. In fact, it could actually do the opposite and come off a little bit cheap and like, well, why is it at such a discount? Like, what's wrong with it that you aren't selling it at full price? And this is all subconscious. I just want to point out, no one is thinking consciously that's so cheap of them. It's just the way that it could come off if you're not careful and doing this instead. Okay. So, what I want you to be doing instead of spending all this time like talking about the discount or about the Black Friday special that's going on, I want you to spend your time promoting the value of your product. What do I mean by value? Well, words that are synonyms to value are words like usefulness, what it's worth, a payoff that somebody gets from using it. Okay. So the benefit of it. And you've probably heard of like, features and benefits. And I'm talking about really how does this translate into someone's life? So the best way you could spend your time is talking to past clients about how your course or your product or your service benefited them. I'm telling you, spend your time connecting with people who you have served or potentially could serve and see how has this benefited you. If you were to sign up for something like this gut health course or this fashion style course or something, if you were to do this health membership, what do you think it would do for you? Just connect with people and get the answers from them. What is that going to do for you? One, it's going to energize you and get you excited. Two, it's going to open up your brain to all the different ways that your product could help someone that you're not already saying. And even more importantly, it's going to give you the words that are going to relate to other people in the market. Okay. So your marketing is going to have a very conversational and human tone to it that feels so genuine and real and enthusiastic compared to just like a salesy promotion that's all about you and your product. But in your heart of hearts, you want to help people. So connecting with people is actually going to give you the juice and the leverage to do that. Sound good? Okay. So promoting the value, not just the product. And the way you know the value is by connecting with people who it benefits. So cool. So cool. It's like the ultimate shortcut to knowing what your marketing messaging is by having sales conversations. So get into it, have so much fun, and you will enter into this next week in this whole season with a ton of energy. Okay. The next thing that I see a lot of people wasting their time doing, and it's a pitfall, is that there's a lot of excess time spent making things like graphics. Okay. So figuring out, well, what is the Canva post? What are the carousels? What is the vibe and the branding around this special? And I know that it intuitively feels like, well, if I'm attracted to beautiful aesthetics, then people will be drawn to my beautiful aesthetic and they will want to buy it. And again, this is another thing that is true in like the mass of human nature. But when it comes to someone buying your product, it honestly could end up blending in because there's so much promotional materials out, right? The way that we're stimulated by the marketing messages out there, the way that you will stand out is not by how it looks. And you could spend all day, you could spend the rest of your life refining the brand colors, making sure the right font is, the way that it demonstrates you. And, you're probably not going to do that. But in a time like this, when it is really urgent that people feel the value of what you do, the best thing you can do is tell stories. I'm telling you, get on your TikTok, get on your Reels, get on your YouTube, wherever you are, and get your face out there. I want them to see how alive you come when you talk about your clients. Okay. And guess what? The only time that takes is the investment of time you did talking to clients. Okay. So instead of putting together the perfect, square post or whatever, you're actually telling the story. You honestly, maybe you're on a live or Instagram story, whatever method you do, it really doesn't matter, because when you are promoting the value and you do so with your face and with your mouth and with your tone and your words, that is what's going to convert people. That is what's going to transfer the energy that gets them excited to buy. And like, I'm going to talk about this more in a second, but like, your Black Friday special and deal, yes, you can give people a heads up that it's coming, okay? But ultimately, all it is a call to action. It's not the point. Announcing that your course is going on sale is not the point. The point is that it can help them. The call to action is, hey, by the way, on Friday, November 23rd or 24th, you can get it at this price. Enjoy. Let me know if you're interested. That's your call to action. The actual promotion of it is the value. And I'm telling you, your ticket to making people understand and getting more engaged in a time where everything's like blending in and loud, is for your inspired energy to transmit through the screen. I cannot encourage you enough to stand out by using your face and your voice and only what you have. Nobody is like you. No one has no one has the inspiration, the voice, the tone that you do. Okay. So take the leverage from the conversations you have connecting with people, and then go create something that it might even be ugly. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care if you do the black and white text over your Instagram stories. No one really cares. They don't. It's like, it might be bonus points if it looks cute, but I would honestly not say so, because I think what stands out the most is your belief. Your belief is what's going to get people over the finish line more than anything. Okay. The third mistake that people make all year round, and it could be a huge, um, it could kill your sales before you even announce your sale, and that is educating your clients over selling them. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that educating your clients is when you give them like sneak peeks and how-tos and tips and too many tricks and tutorials around how the course works, how, you do your nutrition protocol, like so many different things that give away what they get in your course. And yes, you should be giving as much value away as you can for free, and you should have an overabundance amount of information that you have. But here's the nuance, okay? Because when you're educating and not selling, what you're really doing is piling on more information, and you're not helping them enter into transformation. Because sales, the selling part of this, it really means that you're guiding them into a decision. And when you guide somebody, you help shift their perspective. You help them think in a way that gets them leaned in and energetic and excited to even be open-minded to you, much less buy. But you keep that sales message going through what we've talked about already: connecting with people, getting those stories, sharing the value, promoting the value, getting so like overly lit up and enthusiastic about it that people resonate. Okay. But when you educate, I actually just heard a kind of a sad business story yesterday, and someone was selling their baby sleep course, their coaching, which is so valuable for a new mom. And the feedback that the person got was, well, I'm already on your Instagram, and I've already like seen other people's Instagrams. I don't see the difference. I don't see the difference. And what a devastating feedback to get when you do know you're different. But when all you're giving is, say you're in nutrition, and all you're giving is, what type of minerals to have and how much protein and how to do your plate, like that it's not that it's not true, but what is the most helpful thing? I want you to think about who has changed your life. Is it the people who just gave you a sheet of paper and said, here, go do this? Or is it the people who helped you think differently? The ones who shifted your perspective, helped you get inspired to change, get inspired to take action. They shifted your mind. That's a sales job, to sell you on that next belief. Why can you do this? Why is it important? Why does that lingering doubt in your head need to be demolished for good? Those are all little sales conversations, and that can be used in sales content. Okay. But educating, it really just piles on the weight, and selling actually lifts up the energy and gets people across the finish line, which is so exciting. I want to tell you, actually, two like bonus pieces of advice that I've been giving our inner circle clients lately, and they both sell courses. So if you've liked courses up till now, or you've liked the content up till now, and you sell a course, this next story will be really helpful for you. So we've had two clients who are selling their course during next week, the Black Friday Christmas season, and they're under two different circumstances. So the first one is that and I want to do another preface by saying when it comes to Black Friday, that does not mean you need to discount. Just because it's Black Friday doesn't mean you need to discount. What you could do is increase the value so much that your price looks small. So what do I mean by that? Okay. So one of the clients is raising her prices soon. She has an academy that she has for her nutrition clients. And she's like, well, I need to raise the price, but Black Friday's coming. And so I don't know what to do. So a really good idea to do is as you raise your prices, you can align it with time of year. So you could say at the beginning of next year or after Black Friday, the price is going to be blank. And so what happens then is not only will you probably make more sales at your current price, but you give people a deadline. And that deadline is really powerful because people make decisions at deadlines, period. That's just human nature. So if you wanted to do that, you probably I've talked to a lot of people in the last few weeks because we do coaching in our Sell Your Offer Challenge, and almost everybody who gets coached by me, I can see the value that they have. It's like they one company helps someone save $750,000 in a day. Are you joking me? And then other people, they help their clients in their health in such magnificent ways, and they're just undercharging vastly. So most of you can raise your prices anyway. And if you wanted to take advantage of Black Friday, you could definitely say prices going up to blank. And you should always tell people when you're raising your prices, by the way, because it gives them the deadline. So they're going to be happy to pay you, happy to fix their problem. Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. All right. The next person, she also has a course. She's a photographer and has photography courses for other photographers so she can help them because she's so good at what she does. And what's interesting about her is that she wants to have a product suite. So there's a lot of it's not even really a product suite, it's more of a course suite. And she has a lot of ideas that these photographers need. And so she was feeling kind of awkward because she was thinking, well, I have this course, but there's so much other stuff I want to create, which is a whole different conversation. We can talk about kind of the creation trap in another video. But what I told her was, hey, okay, if you have a course people already like, you want to create more and you want to start coaching these people, what if you just created a brand new debut bundle where you I told her was to teach this new course live. So don't create a portal, do not film the videos, do it live for the people who sign up, because if she already knows the value of it, she already knows what she wants to talk about. She already knows how helpful it would be, so she can sell it and know the impact she's going to make. So told her, go ahead and sell it, teach it live, and then you can put those recordings in a portal later and coach in those live videos, like coach them either before or after you teach live. That way people can watch your coaching and will want to pay for it later. But for now, sell the bundle of this new course, the coaching, and that existing course she already had, which was, I think, helping photographers tell seniors in high school how to pose for their senior pics. Okay, that's like the bonus. So the existing course people like is now the bonus. Hello. So what is she doing there? She's actually raising her revenue beyond what she would usually get in Q4 while capitalizing on Black Friday sales energy and giving people what they want. Hello. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you see all the ways that you can actually make more money, be perceived as more valuable during this season, and end the year how you wanted to. And honestly, I hope that you blow your own mind when it comes to your business, to the sales that you make. Okay. So actually, we have a question right here. I'm going to answer Bethany. She said, that is my problem because I teach makeup as a makeup artist, but I sell makeup. It's my comfort zone. So, Bethany, it totally depends on what you would want to be doing for Black Friday, but think about all the ways you could creatively bundle like a makeup coaching service with a purchase of makeup or something like that and just see what comes of it. And that would increase the value of you. I know that sounds very unique to me. So enjoy it and bring the energy this season. Please connect with people that you know you can help. And I'm so excited to hear um, how you help people and how you get re-energized knowing that you help them. We will see you on the next video. Subscribe so you know when we go live twice a week, and I'll see you next time.